YouTube, how's it going? Thank you for joining me again. Mr. 9mm here with you, and I've got something new to show you. So, as my namesake can tell you, I'm a big fan of the 9mm. I just did a review on my Springfield Armory EMP4 1911 chambered in 9mm, and I love that gun. Can't give it enough praise. And with that gun, it also kind of put a 1911 bug in me. So I seen this guy. This is a Dan Wesson, and no, it's not a 9mm. And no, it's not a 45 ACP. I wanted to get something a little bit different, and so I ended up going with the 10mm. Let me show you that it's clear, no magazine, nothing in there. So took this to the range. I've only put about 200 rounds through it so far, but man, I'll tell you what, the first thing that I noticed that jumped out to me with this gun is the trigger. By far, out of the box, this is the best trigger I've ever felt. It's just, it's super light. I don't know what it's measured at, but I have a little bit of take up there, and then it just breaks. And actually, in the first magazine I was shooting, I accidentally did a double tap just because it was so light. I didn't realize how quick I was back to putting pressure on the trigger, and it let one off. So definitely had to get used to such a light trigger, but that light trigger, as you can imagine, really lends itself to this gun being a very accurate gun. The weight on it, also helps. So you got a light trigger, got some heft on it, and it shoots, really handles that 10mm round recoil very nicely. It also has adjustable sights. You can adjust the elevation and windage on it. Really, really nice sights. What are these? They're the Trigicon sights. So I love these sights. Give you the 3-dot. There's actually, I don't know if you can see the lines going across on the back to help out with glare right there. Very clean looking too. I didn't want to get a 1911 with a rail on it. I prefer the clean look of a 1911. These are VZ grips that come with this gun. Very comfortable. The front checkering is awesome as well. Very, very aggressive. And you also got checkering on the back strap. Really helps keep the gun steady in your hand. And just like every other 1911, the ergos on this bad boy are great. Just the natural, easy gun to point and aim with. So, the only bad thing, well, I guess there's a couple bad things, but one is, I don't know what magazines these are that it comes with, 8-round mags, but they do not eject. They'll come out, but you gotta pull them out. So, probably put some grease on there, some kind of lube, and see if that helps out. But both magazines, you'll hit it and it'll only come out so far. You gotta pull it out. But I already checked my go-to for magazines, Metgar, and I seen that they got 8-round magazines for this gun, so I'll be purchasing some of those soon. But okay, so I said I had one other drawback to this, and that's just the price of 10mm ammo. Man, I wish more gun manufacturers would start making more guns that chambered 10 millimeter, and then people would start buying more guns and buying more 10 millimeter ammo to maybe help drive that price down. But right now, this bad boy is going to make me go broke as much as I like shooting it. I know people be like, well, why don't you just reload? Nah, I don't got time for that. If I don't have time to edit my videos, definitely not going to find time to reload. But, I mean, I guess those aren't really, well, this one is a drawback of the gun. The magazine not clearing completely, but price of the ammo, I guess, really isn't too much fault of the gun. It's just got to keep your eyes peeled to find a good deal. I mean, if anybody knows good, cheap 10 millimeter ammo, if you can drop a comment in there, let me know. Yeah, because price of it, I mean, I could get like 2 boxes of 9 millimeter for what I'm paying for a box of this, but it's definitely fun to shoot. I mean, you can feel that 10 millimeter moving out. It's definitely moving with some speed behind it. So far I haven't had any malfunctions whatsoever. It's feeding everything, ejecting everything. When I first got it, I was shooting low. I thought maybe it was just me trying to overcompensate for the 10 millimeter recoil. So I put in a snap cap in my magazine to check to see if I was pushing down on the gun while I was pulling the trigger, trying to compensate for that kick. But I was. But through a couple more times practicing with that, I got myself pretty steady. And even with that, I was still shooting low. So I adjusted this sight a little bit, and now it's dead on. This is, I mean, it's not a cheap gun. Anybody that's familiar with Dan Wesson 1911s, they got bought by CZ, and I'll tell you what though, they make one fine handgun. So I blame that EMP for making me spend money on this guy, just because it did, like I said earlier, put that 1911 bug in me, and seen this gun and just had to have it. I don't know if you can tell, you got more of a mirror finish on the side, and then kind of like a bead blasted matte finish down here, and then on the top as well. And then on the top you also got this, it's hard to pick up because they're really fine, but you got these fine grooves in here to help with glare, so you don't get bothered with glare while you're looking down through your sights. But yeah, this is my new baby, Dan Wesson Silverback, and I mean, it looks great, shoots great. Just wish 10 millimeter ammo wasn't so expensive. Not going to do anything to this gun. I mean, these grips are awesome. Sights are great. So this bad boy's staying as is. Don't see much more that I could do to improve this. Comes with the skeletonized trigger, skeletonized hammer. Action on this is super smooth as well. I mean, it's just glides. And I can only imagine it'll get smoother as I shoot more rounds through it as well. So I haven't seen a review on this one yet. I've seen a couple Silverbacks in 45 ACP, but not in 10 millimeter. This is also going to be my camping gun when I go up the mountain, just in case I run into some disrespectful four-legged creatures that want to chew on my plump self for a little dessert. Got me a little something to get them off me. So just want to throw this out real quick, let you know how much I'm enjoying this gun. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. And thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Remember, always stay strapped and be easy. Till next time.